Dingo with the raid. Appreciate everybody tuning in. It's your boy Clutch, and we got Bo and Hazy up here for podcast episode 62. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yo.
Chill.
I'm hanging, Clutch. How you doing?
Yo, I'm kind of hyped up with that announcement we just had by Dingo. Shout out to Dingo with that one.
Yo, congrats to all of them, right? This place would have been totally fucked without the mods the last couple months, right?
Definitely. It was well deserved all around. That's why we couldn't choose one, right? It was such a hard debate with that one. They all deserved it. Congratulations, y'all.
Nice, good job. It's always it's good to get a promotion.
It is good. It's good for the blood flow. So, what's going on in the world today?
Same shit, man. You know what's actually funny? Like the last 10 minutes, I ran to let my dog out, and I was like, all right, this motherfucker better be ready to come in before we start the podcast, because if not, he's gonna be out there for a minute. And he started digging lately, right? So I go to let him in, and I whistle like he's like on the other side of the yard. I didn't even look. I open the door, I whistle, I yell his name. This motherfucker is like 10 feet in front of me, looking at you like, what the fuck is your issue? Just like, I don't know why I got such a kick out of it, but he thought I was crazy.
I'm sorry I didn't laugh. I'm sorry. I was... Nah, it's your dog, too, though. It's a different vibe.
As I was saying, but he was just like, he gave me this look like, yo, motherfucker, I'm right here. You don't have to yell at me. And I'm like, I feel that because I'm the same way sometimes. Like, my kids are yelling, like, I'm right here.
You can, once you get to know your dogs after a while, I feel like you can recognize looks like that, and you start to hear them talk to you, and it's kind of creepy how close you can get to an animal.
This motherfucker was really like, yo.
So, in the headlines for the last, I don't even know if it's been a couple weeks, but the Titanic submarine, submersible, not the Titanic submarine, the Titanic submersible ship, Titan.
The Titan.
The Titan has been in the media. The CEO of OceanGate, Stockton Rush, was killed on this aboard this ship with these other. Another person on there was a part of the program. I think his name was PH, and then there was like 3 people who paid for a ticket to be on there. All perished. Very sad. But this led me down a rabbit hole. Let me tell you. Anybody else go down a rabbit hole about this stuff with the news or anything, or is it just me?
I'll be real. I only feel bad for one person. And that's
kid?
the kid. Yeah. Other than that,
his mom said he was really excited.
Yeah, his mom said, I understand he didn't really want to go. Well, from what I hear, he said, I don't look too much into it. But
right. Yeah. Let's take the mom's word for it.
Either way, he's got should have had a long life to live.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was a baby.
Yeah. For the rest of them, they're a bunch of fucking idiots, if you ask me.
Well, they were a bunch of rich idiots, because when you're playing with that kind of stuff, you've got some serious coin. Apparently, tickets on that machine were costing $250,000 a head.
Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine.
I can't even. Hold on, the dog's in here. Hold on.
$250,000.
So imagine having. I wish I just had $250,000. Just chill.
No, for real. Oh my god. Insane.
Never mind, just to be like, you know what? Let's spend this on a boat ride.
Like, for real,
soda
too.
can.
Like, I would never
Go
even
ride in a
consider
soda
it.
can.
I barely like yachts, to be honest, and like cruises. You want to get me in the submarine? I don't know.
To get to the bottom of the pool, that's about it, bro. I ain't going to that shit.
You seen that model too? Like they didn't have that much space in there, bro. Like it was
bro, I could make that shit in my shed. Fucking. Made it out of carbon fiber. Could make that.
Yeah, made out of carbon fiber. So,
yo,
$250,000 a head to get on this thing, right? So I was thinking to myself. Now I don't want to get too much into the like, oh, you're an idiot. You're whatever it is, right? It's very sad at the end of the day, whether they were incredibly passionate or not. It does seem to me, after looking through all of the evidence and all of the interviews from all of the different people that were involved that knew this man, all of the evidence from these different government facilities saying that they wouldn't look at it for A, B, and C, and these other places where you could register this equipment was saying, he got a lot of no. There was a lot of no's in front of him. And he just continued to do it. And it's literally in his own words. You can literally hear him go, "We're not supposed to do this. We're doing it anyway." Like right in interviews. Not supposed to use carbon fiber. Did it anyway. So nevertheless, they pushed some boundaries. Now, whether that was passion or psychosis, who knows? I think there's a very fine line between the different, there's a fine line between the two. So anywho, I go down this rabbit hole and I start looking into all this stuff. And there's not many people that have gone down there, but they've been going down to the deep sea since 1930 or something like that. So the reason why it was a failure was because of the carbon fiber. It's like, this is a proven science. They can get down there without things imploding. This was like new technology. Apparently, this guy Stockton Rush was like a very, very much an adrenaline junkie when it came to experimental aircrafts and experimental boats and experimental submersibles. Apparently, when he was courting a certain set of wealthy individuals to come onto the submersible, he flew to see this person in a 2-seater experimental plane. And he had to fly into a certain airport that would allow him to fly in. So that was the kind of person that you're dealing with in this situation. I think that you have to know that, going into your interactions with them, this is not the same kind of, I won't skydive, because there's consequences to me jumping out of that plane. Now, what are the odds? Is it 70-30? What are the odds on skydiving? I mean, really, there's got to be odds, right?
Yeah, there's odds. I think, I don't know what it is now, because more people have probably gone skydiving, but I think I remember hearing back in the day that it was you had a better chance of getting struck by lightning than dying from a skydiving accident. Whatever the odds are, it's pretty low failure rate.
Oh, it's a low failure rate.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe. People know what they're doing.
I mean,
but you're also not allowed to you can't just be like, "Oh, hey, my name is Bob. I want to jump out of a plane by myself."
You get a certain amount of hours.
My wife's cousin's certified to skydive. It takes us a while to get there.
Yeah, I have a buddy who did the same thing. My point is that there is a consequence to that, right? If you jump out of a plane, you have to pull the chute, and if it doesn't open, you're gonna die probably. You might not, but probably you're gonna die. The same consequences apply when you're going into the ocean, deep like that. It's like going into outer space. The odds.
People been by a shark at the beach. There's always a fucking chance.
Yeah, there's a chance that something bad can happen, and when you're out in the water like that. So it's very sad. It's very sad. But so I go down this crazy rabbit hole of all the different submersibles that have been down there when they found the Titanic. Then I go and start watching the James Cameron Titanic stuff, because they filmed and documented all that stuff since he made the movie Titanic, right? So what I didn't necessarily realize, and I'm an avid James Cameron fan, right? Not even just him as a director, but him as an explorer, I find fascinating. That movie, Into the Deep, where he goes down into the Mariana Trench, 7 miles or whatever, when they showed him as a kid, right? And I know that it's just a fake flashback with an actor, right? But he was narrating how when he was a kid, he wanted to go to the bottom of the ocean, and he was so hungry to do it and to make it possible that he would make fake submarines, right? Like you're a child, you're making fake submarines and you're looking out the window of your fake submarine, right? And there's this moment in the movie where they show him in the real submarine 7 miles deep looking out the hole. They flash back to this actor doing a flashback, right? And it's just such a full circle thing, you know. It took him 50 years to get there, but he got there. And it's like, what other little kids are going to think about? Like, I feel like we're doing that with Streamers Paradise in a lot of ways. Like, there's not a lot of brands that are trying to push through these algorithms like we are, and we put in the work every single day. Every fucking day. You know what I mean? So I feel like I know that they're not the same things, right? Like deep exploration and like starting a fucking brand. It's nowhere near the same, but it's like, it's different. It's the same thing of having an idea, wanting to do it, and doing whatever you can to make it possible, no matter what the scale is, you know? Because not everybody's going to be James Cameron. But it was really cool to see that flashback of him talking about how it was his dream to do it as a kid, and then he's there. Right? He's looking at the bottom of the ocean 7 miles deep. It's just a beautiful feeling.
The deepest part of the ocean
that we know of, yeah, right?
That's crazy. And they
go it's like, it's not that big because it is like a trench that just keeps trickling down to a point. It's
where the tectonic plates meet.
Yeah, it's pretty
there's nothing down there.
There's nothing there. And the thing that he took down there was quite interesting.
Well,
it was able to, like, it had like some claw type thing on it where you could like pick shit up and like look at it in front of his little window.
Yeah, no, he had robot arms. He had things that collected life. So he went, in that movie, he went like 5 different places, right? There was like 5 different depths that he went to, and all over the world, trying to test that thing to make sure it was okay to go 36,000 feet or whatever the fuck it was, with the pressure being 16,000 pounds per square inch. So that's what we're talking about, right? In that movie, I was talking about the claustrophobia of this. So these guys are paying $250,000 to get into a little pill, and when I say get into, I mean they are bolting you closed into this thing. So even if you get in there and you take a second and you're like, I don't like this, you can't just get out. You can't just walk out the door. You got to have 17 bolts unbolted around the thing. And I just find that to be impossible to get past. The fact that I can't open the door, that's it for me. Did you hear that they knew about it for a week before the news reported it, saying it was still missing, even though apparently it was found days before? So I actually didn't hear that, but what I heard was that the Navy heard the implosion. That's what I heard. I heard that the Navy heard the implosion, and they didn't necessarily say anything right away or whatever. But like James Cameron was doing interviews about how he knew it right away that it was an implosion. He knew it right away that we lost some friends, and he wished he would have spoke up more against what they were doing. He said he thought they had smarter guys than him there, is what he said. He said it right on the news. He was very candid. It was a very direct, it was kind of blunt, man, you know? Like, it was kind of insensitive if you think about it.
Who's James Cameron? If you don't, I don't know who it is.
The Avatar Titanic director.
Oh, the director of those movies. Okay.
Right, but he's also National Geographic's explorer in residence. So that means he's basically sponsored by National Geographic to do this crazy shit and develop new technology. And he's like Bear Grylls for technology and exploring, not survival so much, but exploration.
It's like him. It's like they endorse him.
Wow.
Right. Yo, Big C, what's good?
Yeah,
but it's
did you watch the whole James Cameron documentary?
Oh yeah, dude, I watched the movie Titanic, literally with Chi. I watched the making of Titanic. I watched when he was trying to find when he was going down to the Titanic to like see it up close and start doing the movie. What I did not know was that Bill Paxton was essentially James Cameron in the movie. I didn't know that, but that's what it is. Even down to his words. So there's a documentary of him doing the Titanic thing when he was a younger man. You know, he's got like a blonde brown beard and like he's a younger guy. And he talks literally like the guy. And it's because I watched them in succession, you know, one after another, that I can put it all together like this.
Yeah.
But all the stuff that he said in the documentary started coming out of his mouth in the Titanic movie, Bill Paxton. Right? So it's like, we're going to get squashed in 2 microseconds. Like things like that he was saying in the movie that James Cameron said in the documentary. So because of that, it was interesting. It gave me a different perspective of it.
I never seen the Titanic.
I haven't seen. You never even saw the Titanic.
I mean, I'm younger than you guys, to be fair, but not.
That doesn't mean shit.
It's the Titanic, bro.
I know.
What year were you born, Clutch?
93.
93. Yeah,
He was
that's
born
still no
fucking
excuse.
last year.
That's still no excuse. It's the Titanic.
I mean,
It's the movie Titanic.
Is it really worth it, though?
It's Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
Yes.
Of course it's a good movie.
Bro, I watched that movie when I was 10 and it was awesome.
No, Savage, he didn't say that. He was just kidding.
It's a lot of.
Yeah, he was just kidding. He didn't actually mean that. So,
It's for the views.
it's for the view. Yo, that's gonna be Cod Lady. Clip it. That's the clickbait for this week's.
Gosh. My generation will back me up, hopefully.
Never saw Titanic, Clutch?
Hopefully.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, like
is wrong?
scenes of it. I know what basically happens at the end. I mean, come on.
Well, duh. Everybody knows what
I
happens.
don't want to see 3 hours.
Most
of the movie,
people.
but I do kind of want to see that.
Most people know what happens.
I just want to point out that Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't actually on the Titanic. That was just part of the movie.
No, I heard
He doesn't
about
die.
More like serious.
Yeah.
Too. Like,
Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't die.
I think I read some like
There was-
backstory about it.
there
it was
room.
about like some rich people they were trying to get after, right? Or some shit. Have you guys heard about that?
What do you mean?
Like the actual Titanic, like it happened because it was like 3 billionaires and they did it on purpose. or something.
Oh, right. There is a conspiracy about how.
There's a conspiracy for everything, bro. These people in this pill didn't even get on it. Apparently, there's no video of them getting on the thing. They didn't die.
Shut
They were
up,
fucking
really?
chilling with
They
2
found
fucks.
human remains
bro.
on the goddamn thing.
There's a fuck. Yeah, it could have been somebody.
They
that didn't
did.
like- no, I'm just saying,
I
like,
was there
there's
about
the
that, too.
conspiracy theory for everything. There's
I
a
was there
conspiracy theory
about
for
that, too.
everything.
I heard it was doing.
Draw
just to
me like
cover
one
up
of
a
your
lot
French girls.
I heard it was.
There
doing
was
it to cover up
definitely
a lot of
room
different things.
for both of them on the door. Just want to say that.
No. So
room
that's
there
the
was.
other thing. So there was. So yes, not no, there wasn't. James Cameron did a documentary like 10, 20 years later on that people were upset with. One of those things was the door. He got 2 actors of the same age, height, weight, all that stuff, and they recreated that piece of wood, and they got both of them on there. And apparently Jack may have lived, but at the cost of maybe Rose dying, right? So like, no matter what they did, they were both getting a lot colder. That wool coat on Rose saved her in most cases, but yeah, it was cool. I'm telling you, I went down a rabbit hole. I went down a rabbit hole with the Titanic, with the submersibles, with all of it. I went down the line. They've been going. They found the Titanic in '86, and since then they've been going back. But
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could handle the pressure. You just build it, right? I'd like to say I've put a few computers together. I've recommended quite a bit of parts, and I wouldn't even recommend they use that Logitech controller to play video games with. Never mind drive a submarine.
That seen that shit?
No, it's an actual, like, it looks like a goddamn PlayStation or
Like
controller.
the
It's a
original, like back in the
Logitech.
day one. Yep.
It was a Logitech controller.
so one thing I'll say as well is
What up, geek? How you doing?
I found a vlog of a guy who was literally on the Titan submarine a week or something, or 2 days or something. I forget. a vlog where they look at both looking. He's like,
No,
where
I'm
is
not
it?
looking for it. No, Clutch's friend who just logged into Steam. That's what caught my attention.
So they this kid made a vlog of
Travis Sess is playing Flash Party. They're supposed to be hanging out in chat.
They made a vlog of this guy
Called out.
going on the boat. Him and his girlfriend went on the boat. Then they went on this submersible. And I guess they didn't go deeper than like 33 feet or something like that because of the weather. But the guy was literally in the submersible vlogging. Could you imagine?
I mean, that thing is probably like pretty cool to like drive around the beach in. You know what I mean? Like shallow water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not if you're bolting yourself in. Fuck that whole shit. Fuck the whole thing. Dude, there's interview after interview of guys that got on that Titan and then were lost for like 3 hours. Lost for 12 hours. Lost for a day. People getting lost in the submersibles that are bolted in the ocean. Can you just comprehend that for a moment? And think about how painful it would be to starve or, before that, lose air. Just sit there and not be able to breathe. How the fuck do you die like that?
I wouldn't know.
Exactly.
But I mean, like,
So did they all die before? Because I don't look it up. Did they all die before it imploded?
no, they must have died when that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was like probably like the benefit.
The good news
it was
is
so fast, wasn't it? Wasn't
I
it?
was gonna say the good news is they didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
painless. Yeah.
No, they're making it very clear that it happened in a millisecond.
It, yeah.
That once the frame was weakened, that was it. It was curtains.
That much pounds of pressure per square inch is like some engineering friend of mine was explaining it. It's fat. That whole ship and like blew up and turned to ash faster than your brain can feel like pain. Like it happened like 4 times faster than you going like this and feeling it.
Yeah, it didn't even register. They were sitting there on the descent, looking out the window, and that was it. That was it. I will say that the memes have been brutal. I don't know if you guys have seen the memes.
Yeah.
The memes have been fucking brutal, man. I don't know how people are like you guys both smiled. I was trying not to,
Yeah.
but
They're fucking.
but the memes are brutal.
Go look at Amazon reviews for that fucking controller.
No fucking way.
Yeah, bro. People like the internet has no chill.
The internet is undefeated.
There's literally reviews for that controller. Like, what is it like? This is like some solid something pretty good controller, but it's got a low battery life. Couldn't get my submarine back to the surface. Like just random shit. Some dude made
I can believe that.
a legit review of it on like TikTok, where he didn't really mention what it was like anything, but there was like so many memes in it. He's like, there's a sea of other choices.
Dude, the one, I think, Clutch, you said it in social chit chat the other day. You were like, why is this guy trending again? The guy that was dancing, remember?
Oh.
The guy, right? He was dancing because of the fucking Titanic memes.
Yes.
I saw that one where it was like the ghost of the Titanic excited for new company.
Oh my! I was that happy.
Yo, that shit was brutal, bro. It's brutal. I don't know if it's. I'm sorry that if I you know what?
Not sorry.
I can't be. I can't. I'm not sorry. Yeah. I'm really not. It's not my fault, man. I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
I totally agree.
And I didn't go looking for it. Okay, these fucking things are just showing up on my phone. I don't know why. I do feel very badly, though. I do. I think it sucks. I feel bad for that mother. The mother of that was on the news.
I feel bad for the kid.
How it was Father's Day and how they both were super excited. Apparently, the mom was supposed to be on there, and then the kid wanted to go.
She did it.
So
she did it.
Is that, You're terrible. You're fucking terrible, man. Yo, so she said that she gave up her seat. She gave up her seat for homie. So on the news, they were saying that he was afraid, that he didn't want to go. Maybe he was afraid once he got there, but he was excited enough to go. You know what I mean? I guess his mom said that he was so excited.
Maybe when they started screwing the fucking door shut, he was like, ah.
That is not okay with me, bro. That fucking... So you guys have to watch this vlog, bro. I'm telling you, it is the craziest thing. This kid literally goes on a vacation, like a 10-day vacation, onto this fucking boat with these guys and goes on this submersible. That's how they funded their science. Like, it was a crowdfunder. Like, they were bringing people on in order to fund what they were doing.
In order to fund the rest of the build.
Yeah, the research. Yeah. And dude, it's bizarre. They were allowing people to help them fix the machine. Like, you were paying for this experience of like, oh, okay, you're paying $250,000 to come onto this boat where we're doing this research, trying to get this machine that is untested really to work. So like, you can come with us, and the risks are everything up and including death. Sign this paper. And like, you're signing this paper. So like, they knew the risks were there, but I don't necessarily know if it registers for a lot of people that it could really happen. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I agree with you on that. Like, I feel like the whole like, oh, hey, sign this waiver is like such a common practice. Like, oh, hey, you want to go on the water slide? You got to sign this waiver. You know what I mean? So like, people are just like, oh, it's just, yeah, of course I got to sign the waiver. I can't sue them if something happens. Right? Like, I feel like that's not like a sign that this is actually dangerous, because so many people have signed that waiver for so many different things and nothing has happened.
I mean, probably. I mean, I'm sure that has something to do with it. Who knows? I know that it's entirely possible that that it just does not compute for most people, that death is possible. You know what I mean? Like,
some people live that life. Like,
I mean, what else could it be?
To get 100 down the fucking highway on a motorcycle doing a wheelie, like, they clearly aren't. They just, something isn't registering there. They're like, hey, I might die doing this.
No, they know they can die doing that. They love that feeling of adrenaline. They know exactly what they're doing.
It's literally anything. The rush of it, right? The rush.
Oh yeah, that's what they do. Why did I jump off a 90-foot cliffs when I was fucking 17 years old? Drunk out of my mind, doing backflips and shit. What the hell was wrong with me then? I could have killed myself easily. Doing it with sneakers on, drunk, with current, into a dam. Like, literally, like, you have no clue. They literally cleared the woods and have cops sitting up there now because a kid jumped off there and died.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like, he jumped in there, he had jeans on and shit, and the current just snatched him and then took him off the dam. Never to be seen. I think they found him, but you know what I mean.
That's crazy.
It was fucked up. Yeah. It was fucked up. There used to go up there and there would be 30, 40 kids just jumping off the rocks. It was a lot of fun. But you could get really hurt doing it. People they'd be coming up from jumping off all fucked up because it was so high. There was different heights you could jump off. But of course, you got to jump off the highest one.
Well, yeah, I mean, naturally, my dumbass is just, I'm sitting over there watching all the dumbasses jump into the water. That was never my thing. I did my own stupid shit, but not that. I was never one for jumping. Like, I actually almost did it in Jamaica as like an adult. Yeah, I don't really got a thing for roller coasters. Like, I've gone on them. Like, it doesn't, like, there's no thrill for me there. Like, it doesn't do anything for me.
That's why I get like my adrenaline rush.
I don't know, man. As like an adult and a father, like, I don't have the urge to do none of that shit anymore because it's like, I feel like I have too much to lose. I don't know. When I was a kid, I did some stupid shit. I used to ride bikes and shit. Some fucking homemade skate park shit, which was pretty sketchy, like in the woods. But
I used to sleep and hang around in shady tree forts that we made.
Yeah. But,
Like scary tree forts.
As an adult, like, I don't know, I never had the urge to go to the bottom of the ocean. Do anything kind of crazy like that.
That's too much for me.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't even, like, no, like you said, dude, I'm not even trying to go, like, just a little bit.
no, I'm not trying to go a little bit, but I'm claustrophobic in that. Now, that's what I don't think we got into. I could get in it, right? Like I could get in it, but did you guys see did you see how it was 100 degrees in that fucking ball and he had nowhere to go? Couldn't get out. You can barely fucking breathe. And you just gotta be calm. Like you can't freak out. It's just gonna make it worse.
You can't be using up all the oxygen and shit.
Well, no, I think he has oxygen, right? They gotta have oxygen. There's no way you can breathe.
They had to do something. Yeah, they had something that like.
Well, they said
it makes.
That was the story about. They had days worth of oxygen, so it had to be right.
Well, no, I think we're talking about the James Cameron one, where he went down to the Mariana Trench, but in that there was a period where he was testing it, where it was 100 degrees in that little capsule, and when they showed him in that castle, in the capsule, he was so cramped, like they literally molded the seat around him in the sense of like he was just crouched for like 13 or 14 hours.
He was like sitting down while standing up.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was like a little crab looking guy. It was a weird looking. I haven't seen the documentary, but I've seen some pictures. Because I was talking.
It's on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
The documentary.
The thing that he's in is pretty crazy looking. It's a little, not just the capsule, but like the whole. What do you want to call it? Machine. I don't call it a submarine.
That's all they had. The bathroom and the controller. That's all the little bathroom they had.
Maybe somebody peed on the controller.
That was in that machine. There's no bath.
Oh, really?
No, dude.
He was by himself. He was probably cathetered up, ready to roll.
That might be the case, yeah. He might have had a catheter in, James Cameron.
He probably had something. I mean, how long was he down there for?
It was a while. It was like 13 or 14 hours. How long did the Into the Deep?
I don't know how long it was. It was a crazy looking looked like kind of like a crab with the little claws, but just kind of shaped like a fish that swam just straight up and down. It was very interesting looking. The Cameron one.
He did it in 2012?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, that thing is called the Deep Sea Challenger. It's fucking nuts.
It's crazy looking.
The records. Cameron reached the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the deepest part. This record-setting dive was 35,787 feet. Measured by Cameron at the moment of touchdown, the depth was 10,890 meters. It was the fourth ever dive in the Challenger Deep and the second crewed dive. Doesn't say how long it took him. Subsequent events. For the study of its technology solutions in order to incorporate some of these solutions into other vehicles. Where is it? No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say how long the dive took. But I know it took some time.
It had to be. It wasn't a quick thing.
Descent from the beginning of the dive to the arrival of the sea floor took 2 hours and 37 minutes, almost twice as fast as the Trieste. A Rolex watch worn the sub's robotic arm.
Shooting off fireworks.
A Rolex was on the watch on the arm? That's crazy. I thought it was a different kind of watch. So it took him 2 hours to get down there. But either way, think about being in there for 5 hours total to go down and then back up after being down there for. as he sat down there for a little bit and collected
I was
samples.
gonna say he wasn't able to even shoot down and shoot back up. He had to do that like probably in increments.
No,
Right?
he's
'Cause even if they balance the pressure out, like wouldn't he have to like?
What do you mean? You're talking about because his ears and shit?
Not just because your ears, dude. Like I mean, yeah, but not just like that doesn't affect just your ears. It affects like your whole.
But I think
body.
he's in like this capsule. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering. I didn't watch the.
I don't think that it. I don't think it.
Like, so I don't know if they
I
can
don't think it
pressurize
affects
that
you.
capsule enough. No.
No, I don't think it does because if it did, then you'd be dead. I mean, really, think about it.
They can adjust the pressure inside the capsule, right? But I'm like wondering if they were still to ascend
too fast, if something would happen.
If it would just fuck you up a little bit, like you would feel like shit for a while. Because when they were building like the bridges in New York, just however deep they went, those workers got pretty fucked up from the pressure changes.
I know it affects in flying. I know it affects in snorkeling, but in the pressurized capsules, you don't get the sickness. Right? Exactly. So like the capsule that he made is like, it not only is it steel and glass and like crazy thick
I'm sure
and all
they
that.
changed the pressure inside the capsule, like to keep the same pressure that would be atmospheric pressure when you're walking around.
It might not be identical, but it's got to be close, maybe, right? I mean, otherwise, how could you survive the pressure of that deep fucking water? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I wonder how all that other stuff works with all of that pressure hitting it. You know what I mean? Like all those hoses, the robot arms, like with that must be so strong. Think about
hydraulic.
How heavy that
hydraulic. I haven't seen it, but it's got to be hydraulic.
That water's got to be pinning you down. You know what I mean? Like, that's why there's no animal life down there. There's no sea life.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know of.
I mean, he was down there for a little bit and he couldn't find nothing. That's what he said. He was like, there's nothing. There was a crab or something, right? Like, I think it was a crab.
Next thing you know is a fucking giant octopus, like fucking stuck to your vessel.
In the beginning of...
So there's some crazy shit. Yeah, there's like a depth where there's like super crazy octopus and like squid and shit.
And all kinds of like weird looking shrimp that are completely white. Apparently everything that's down there is albino looking.
Yeah, never seen the sunlight.
Never seen the sun ever, yeah. Crazy.
That's the thing to think about too. The depth of it.
Something that's...
How far it goes, you know?
Yo, when they say that you know less about the ocean than they do the sky, like that's crazy. Right? Like we know more about space than we do our water. I mean, there's got to be shit in there that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't say nothing lives down there. You just might not have seen it yet.
Could you imagine if like the camera caught Jimmy Cameron getting eaten by fucking...
I might never go to the fucking beach again.
I'm afraid of some of those big fish, man. I was just watching a video. A guy caught a giant catfish. Thing was like 7 foot long. Could have eaten a human.
Catfish, yo, that's what Dopey did, bro. Dopey and Kyle used to go catfishing, man. For those,
I know.
There's some crazy fish out there. I don't have.
I've seen them, but I'm saying 3 times the size of them.
No, there's
like the guy's farming them or something.
There's some crazy ones. River monsters, man. Some fucking wild ones. But yeah, I don't want to know what's in the ocean because, like, Friday I'm going. We probably shouldn't talk about this later, but next Friday I'll be fishing out in the Atlantic somewhere, and if I don't come back, you can blame the giant squid.
Jaws is coming to get you. You think a squid will do you?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Shark can get me before I get that fucking low.
For real, the sharks is out there too.
If I fall over, bro, they're gonna get me before the squid get me. I can't swim that deep.
We got reset tonight, and we had all those promotions. So happy for them. They deserve it.
Every single one of them. It's the most we did at one time too.
Jellyfish? Fucking jellyfish ain't gonna kill me. Oh.
By the way, we fought and argued and kicked around how we were going to promote them for fucking weeks, it felt like. And the only way it was going to be fair was if we just did it all at one time. We were going to drag it out. I thought it was appropriate to drag it out. Make it like
One
I don't
this
know.
week, one next week,
One this week, two this week, right? I was gonna do it like that, but decided against it.
Sound like that's like a content creator. Oh, let's fucking turn this one thing into 6 things.
Yeah. No, but that wouldn't have been why. It wouldn't have been. Yeah.
No. I'm just saying it's like a state of mind. All right. We have this thing, but we divide it this way, we chop it this way, we cut it like this. We got a whole week's worth of content.
What is it that were you talking about? Jellyfish? Yeah, I've been bit by a couple jellyfish. Those things are nasty. They hurt.
Yeah, not for nothing. It's crazy I'm going on this boat, but like, there's 2 ways in life that I really don't want to die, and that's burning alive and drowning.
Drowning.
Because I feel like it's a lot of fucking torture, but just to die.
So that's the other thing that I ended up getting into too, because I went rabbit hole. Is fucking Lost at Sea with cameras. Like, you know how fucking terrible that is to see these people terrified? It is. Well, it's nice to know that at least the ones that I saw, they made it home, right? Like, you don't know that at first, but it's like, did they just pick up his body and find the camera, like, in the search rescue? This guy was snorkeling in Australia, and he was down on a dive, and he came back up, and they were gone. They were fucking gone. So
the camera crew?
No, like everyone. The snorkeling crew, the mothership, all of it. They left his ass. He was down under the water snorkeling. He comes up.
Got him.
They're gone.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
He literally sat in the water for, I think, something like 7 or 8 hours before he was rescued. But you could see it got dark. It started getting dark. And then eventually he takes it and he goes, all right, I got to take off my life vest now because I'm going to try and swim for this boat that I see that's sitting here. And this life vest is holding me back. And yeah, so I'm going for it. Wish me luck. Yeah, bro.
Wow, that's...
Yeah, bro.
Imagine
like, wow.
In that moment, bro.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. I can't.
No. So that's what the Titan submersible did for me. It gave me an in-depth look at people being stranded at sea, claustrophobia, the Titanic.
It gave you claustrophobia?
It gave me claustrophobia, big time. Big time. I'm in my house and I am claustrophobic, getting the chills going, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, just doing one of those because I can't even imagine. I just can't even imagine being locked in that damn... Dude, watch that vlog. Watch that guy's vlog. I forget his damn name. But let me Google it right now. And or let me YouTube it.
I'm laughing because I get that feeling when I watch like a bloopers video and somebody like falls on a pole and hits their nuts, and I felt that. That's what
yeah. So
watching somebody locked in the tube, like, oh shit, I feel that. The only time I was ever like somewhat claustrophobic, because I'm not usually claustrophobic, but I was in an elevator that stopped, just got stuck for a couple minutes, which felt like forever. But yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna share this in your chat. That right there is literally the vlog of a YouTuber who just days before was on the Titan submersible with Stockton Rush and PH something, whatever his name is, and a couple other people. And they only went down like 33 feet or whatever. But he narrates behind the video talking about how, you know, I know everybody looks really, we had no idea what was coming because everybody's super excited. Like everybody is pumped, man. They got good food, they got internet, they're chilling. They're in their own suites on this ship. I mean,
living large.
For as best you could, man, on a $250,000 boat ticket.
Boat?
Oh my God.
Soda King?
But I do suggest you guys taking a peek at that YouTube video if you know what it was like literally there. What they were up to, what it was like, how all of it, I mean, that video does it all. It was only uploaded like a week ago. It's getting like 1 million views a day.
Did he put it up like after the
Yeah, he put it up after they so I guess it went missing while he was editing the footage and then he sat on it. He talks about it all. But I ran into that as I was doing my, you know, as I was in my wormhole. Cuz that's what I do. Even my wife was like, "You're fucking obsessed."
Watching the same video.
She walks out from like another room. She sees you. She's fucking still there. Still fucking looking at it.
I'm like, I'm talking about this on the podcast. It's work.
It's work.
Perfect excuse right there.
That's work. It's work.
That's dope though, because it actually got me interested in this vlog shit. I want to know what this is about.
Wait.
Oh, there's a lot of things.
You talking about the
conspiracy theory?
Oh,
the conspiracy stuff?
45.
I think I heard what he's talking about too. Like I thought
Lab-made meat.
Yeah.
There was also
That's what I heard.
47 million emails disappeared from Jeffrey Epstein and the Chase guy or whoever. So some J.P. Morgan Chase.
Really? Over while they were doing this? Because there was a ton of posts that it was like, all you see is the Titan submersible. What are they trying to hide?
Yeah, I heard about
supposedly
So this happened November 16th. Hold on. On
emails.
November 16th, the FDA ruled that cultivated meat is safe for human consumption. To be clear, the agency is not endorsing or recommending. Rather, the FDA used the available evidence to determine that cultivated meat is safe to be sold to consumers. I mean, probably. It's probably okay, right? I mean, we eat all kinds of shit as it is. Like, they're basically juicing up all the meat with the same stuff they're probably going to use to grow it, right? Have you ever seen a chicken breast in a store versus a chicken breast on, like, an organic farm? One side of the chicken breast from like the store versus the organic store, it's like double the size. Like the whole chicken is the size of this one chicken breast. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but then I wonder why like cancer and shit is so rampant.
Yep, that's exactly why.
But yeah, no. Supposedly, like they released all the emails and then 10 minutes later, they all happen to disappear, accidentally get deleted.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything about the emails.
You heard about the people?
It was a week ago.
I think some like aliens landed in somebody's backyard during this time.
Oh, I did see that.
I seen that with the cop involved too and everything. The
cops were like, "Yo, I'm taking this serious, and I can't believe that I'm like literal, fucking."
I did not.
Body cam footage.
Oh, fucking.
Is Ragnarok still listening?
Yeah, he probably give more details about it. I know. Like,
oh man, that's a crazy story. It's a crazy story. They're saying that
tune in on Wednesday, like I did last week.
They were saying that the cop literally saw. There's a video of the car or something that saw a flying star essentially. So here's this Jeffrey's girlfriend's sister runs the Ambulance Alert. Jeffrey's girlfriend's sister, Ghislaine Maxwell's sister runs the Amber Alert stuff.
Wow.
That's crazy to think about. How the fuck is that even possible?
Well, it's America, and it's about money. But we needed you for aliens.
Right. So the alien thing, the cops' car caught this flying star, this shooting star or whatever, like flying, and then right in the area, people weird aliens in their backyard, and like all of it is on camera. And I mean, they don't have no pictures of the beings though. Why not? Everybody's got a cell phone. I don't like that. And that's the only thing I don't get. It's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. You don't have no fucking camera.
You post this picture, I'm gonna come right back here.
Unless Men in Black showed up, I don't believe it, bro.
Yeah, I heard the family.
It doesn't make sense.
You heard the family's not there no more. Like, I don't know if they like dipped out of the house because they had like cameras or like people watching over the house just in case. But like the family is like not there no more.
I probably wouldn't be there no more either, bro.
Well, they probably moved anyway, just because.
Or like,
I don't fucking.
Somebody took.
All right, kids, grab the fucking. Like in the movies when the mob's like coming after you because they found out that you snitched. It's like, yo, grab your favorite shit and we out.
That's what I'm saying. The government, they don't want that type of shit exposed, and then this whole story. But that's the conspiracy theories that I was looking into while this whole shit was going down.
There's a couple things that happened. I checked the news; they were all true.
They were saying that, yeah, with the
impeachment, Biden, the House is trying to impeach Biden. Biden's kid is getting away with some more shit. All these emails from Epstein and company disappeared.
But why the fuck do the news why does the news have any reason to shit up? They getting paid by the government? Is it really that deep?
Guess who owns the news? Right? Companies.
These big ass time companies. It was literally everywhere. Like,
it's the Clintons got money. The Clintons got money in like literally every news station.
It's crazy.
P. Fisher.
Pfizer.
P. Fraser. No, I was just fucking with him. Moderna. Just kidding. I got Pfizer.
Moderna. My sister got the Johnson & Johnson. She's about to get the check soon.
Oh shit! Is that a real thing? People are suing Johnson & Johnson?
I figure. You know what they say with those type of shit. 10 years.
What are they saying?
Like a year in the radio.
Oh yeah.
Been affected by Johnson & Johnson during 2010. Call now. You might be,
Yeah. That type of shit. Your family may be entitled to compensation.
that type of thing. She weighing on it.
Oh man, yeah, I looked up. I mean, I heard some things. I looked them up. They were all in the news. I was like, all right. I mean, I'm not jumping down these rabbit holes. It's too many, and there's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, like I'm not gonna go dig up Epstein's emails. So, the fuck do I care?
I'd love to know what really happened, though. I really would.
That's why I like Twitter. Twitter gives you all these stories, and you follow.
What really happened is there's a huge sex selling fucking black market in the government. That's what happened.
Well, they used it to compromise people. They use it to compromise people and then make them, control them. Essentially, if you go to one of these parties, they up and they get you on camera doing something fucking weird, and then they own you. That's how they describe it to work. Is that true? I have no really earthly idea. I have no earthly idea.
I'm not really trying to go. Like, these are rabbit holes that I have to go get tinfoil. Talk about this shit. I have to get some tinfoil to go down these rabbit holes.
Definitely, we can figure out what's next though, with it when it comes to that stuff. The Ghislaine Maxwell, the Titan. I'm sorry.
We should literally find out there's aliens in somebody's backyard.
They stopped talking about it. There's nothing.
There's nothing no more. Nothing no more. But the footage is crazy with the cop and even the backyard. You see it behind the fucking tractor shit. It is kind of.
I haven't seen it.
Wait, see what behind the tractor?
They was talking about it where they saw this fucking like 15-foot character or some shit like that.
Yeah, but they don't got it on camera.
I don't know. Like you could, it's like a glimpse or some shit like that. Like, you don't see it full on camera, no. But like, I think if you was to see,
I'm gonna
that
watch
tractor,
this. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna watch a 15
the
second
family
ad.
not being there is what bugs me. I mean, yes, you can move out, but you know, government just want to keep you hush real quick. I don't know.
No, but the government said like they came out and said like we don't give a fuck, like there's aliens, like it's not so hush hush anymore.
They didn't necessarily say it like that, but yeah.
Yeah, they didn't say it like that. Bro, that's pretty crazy to watch. I'm watching the video right now. It's Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's like basically, you know, where
They're gonna blame it on
happens.
a fucking casino.
No, bro, I don't think so.
This is a big creature.
The cop footage, you know, that one where, you know, I think when he was hearing it get reported in or some shit like that, and that's he's like, yo, this is actually serious. I'm
Yeah,
check
no,
it out.
some the
Anyone else do the same?
cop said, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us.
Yeah, he did say that. So that's the video I saw.
That's fucking wild. I mean, you don't call me either. Somebody send Chuck Norris out there.
It was Project Blue Light, rather. I want to know.
So
Bro, that's crazy.
yeah, no, I can't find anything that has like actual video of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the body cam footage, right?
Let me see if I'll find something
Supposedly
later.
they put cameras back there. Cameras in the backyard, I guess, in case they come back.
Twitter.
In case they look like rocks right now.
Twitter's the best source. Twitter's where I'm pretty sure I found that information. I have to look back on my. I'm pretty sure.
Motherfuckers flew here
liked
from
it.
God knows where. You think fucking camera gonna get them?
Camera got him though. They made a mistake.
No, camera got a little green light falling from the sky. Yo, actually, some crazy shit. I seen some shit like this a few years ago. It didn't fall though. It just was like going, like a shooting. I think I just convinced myself it was a shooting star and kept going, but it was like bright green like that. My girlfriend at the time thought I was crazy because I was like, "Yo, did you see that?" And she's like, "See what?" And I was like, "All right, never mind."
So there was. I know that this is a little bit back on the other topic, but yeah, I was watching Stranded at Sea and all that stuff like that. There was this guy who stabbed himself in the heart to avoid drowning. Like he got lost at sea and knew he was gonna drown. Rather than drowned, he fucking stabbed himself. That's how scared of drowning people are.
Crazy, but yeah, that sounds like some shit I would like to do.
Whether or not, he must have really been taking on water at that point. You know what I mean? Like he must have been taking on water, and this sucks. Fuck this.
Yeah, he's probably already like trying not to drown. You know, like
yeah,
going under, coming up, going under, coming up. I was like, all right.
And
that's a pretty wild one.
My ban will be up for VIP next.
Let's go.
My ban will be up for VIP next week. So I'll see you guys next week.
You weren't able to do VIP? I wasn't.
No. I'm good for next week. It wasn't my week for VIP. I think it was
last week.
Last week I crashed.
Oh.
That's what happened. Yep. The 2 weeks would be that day, so.
I can sign up for the day that I crashed on.
It's all good. It was a great talk, guys, for
real.
You're muted, Clutch.
Imagine being fucking banned from your own.
Fuck train. You. It happens. All right, peeps.
Imagine.
Let's hype this up for adrenaline, baby.
Appreciate the talk, guys. It was a great time.
All right.
Have a good one, y'all.
Later.
Fucking deep sea diving.
Don't go deep sea diving.
Definitely not.
Crazy shit out there. Go see a trend.